Hook. He was called the Scourge of God, a ruthless conqueror who brought the mighty Roman Empire to its knees. This is the story of Attila the Hun, one of history's most feared leaders. Brief overview of Attila's rise and his impact on Rome. Origins of the Huns, nomadic warriors from the steppes of Central Asia. Attila's early life and ascent to power alongside his brother Bleda. The Huns' military tactics, horseback archery, psychological warfare, and terror the invasion of the Eastern Roman Empire, extorting gold and tribute. The Battle of the Catalonian Plains, 451 AD Attila versus the Roman general Flavius Aetius. The invasion of Italy, Attila's march on Rome, and his mysterious meeting with Pope Leo I, the mysterious circumstances of Attila's death in 453 AD, possibly from a nosebleed on his wedding night. The collapse of the Hun Empire after his death. Attila's lasting legacy, a symbol of barbarian power and Rome's decline. Recap of Attila's impact on history and his fearsome reputation. Call to action. What do you think of Attila the Hun? Was he a brutal conqueror or a misunderstood leader? Let us know in the comments. Script Hook. He was called the Scourge of God, a ruthless warrior who struck fear into the heart of Rome. This is the story of Attila the Hun, history's most feared conqueror. Attila's reputation as a brutal and unstoppable leader. His invasions of the Eastern and Western Roman empires. The terror he inspired across Europe. One of the bloodiest battles in history. Attila the Hun versus Rome's greatest general. Here's what happened at the Catalonian Plains. Attila the Hun died on his wedding night. But was it a nosebleed, poison, or something more sinister? Here's the truth behind his mysterious death. You can help us reach more people by subscribing to my channel and informing more people by liking the video. Attila was the ruler of the Hun Empire from 434, when he became the ruler of the Hun communities, until his death in 453. During his reign, he expanded his empire to cover much of Europe at the time. Attila the Hun, often referred to as the Scourge of God, was one of history's most feared and enigmatic leaders. Rising to power in the 5th century, Attila carved out a vast empire stretching from the steppes of Central Asia to the heart of Europe, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. His relentless campaigns against the Roman Empire and his reputation for brutality have made him a legendary figure in history. This article explores Attila's rise, his impact on Rome, and his enduring legacy. The rise of Attila the Hun. Attila was born around 406 AD into the nomadic Hun tribes, a fierce warrior society from Central Asia. Alongside his brother Bleda, Attila inherited leadership of the Huns in 434 AD. The Huns were already feared for their horseback archery and ruthless tactics, but under Attila's rule, they became an unstoppable force. Attila's early campaigns focused on consolidating power and extracting tribute from the Eastern Roman Empire. By 445 AD, after the mysterious death of his brother, Attila became the sole ruler of the Huns. He transformed his people into a disciplined military machine, capable of striking fear into the hearts of even the most powerful empires. Attila's campaigns against Rome. Attila's most famous campaigns were against the Roman Empire. In 447 AD, he launched a devastating invasion of the Eastern Roman Empire, sacking cities and forcing Emperor Theodosius II to pay massive tributes in gold. However, Attila's ambitions didn't stop there. In 451 AD, Attila turned his attention to the Western Roman Empire, crossing the Rhine River with a massive army. His advance was halted at the Battle of the Catalonian Plains, modern-day France, where he faced a coalition of Roman and Visigoth forces led by the Roman general Flavius Aetius. The battle was one of the bloodiest in ancient history, with heavy casualties on both sides. Although the outcome was indecisive, it marked the beginning of the end for Attila's dominance. Undeterred, Attila invaded Italy in 452 AD, sacking cities like Aquileia and Milan. According to legend, he was persuaded to spare Rome after a meeting with Pope Leo I, though the true reasons remain debated. Attila's mysterious death and legacy. Attila's reign came to an abrupt end in 453 AD. On the night of his wedding to a young bride named Ildiko, Attila died under mysterious circumstances. Some accounts claim he suffered a nosebleed and choked on his own blood, while others suggest he was poisoned or assassinated. With Attila's death, the Hun Empire quickly disintegrated. His sons fought over the throne, and the Huns were eventually absorbed into other cultures. Despite his empire's collapse, Attila's legacy endured. He became a symbol of barbarian power and the fragility of even the mightiest empires.